Like when like photo camera wise,
Mm,
it's better.
okay. But you still betrayed me, so now we can't FaceTime because we FaceTime all the time. Now we can't FaceTime.
We can FaceTime on Instagram. We can FaceTime through Riverside and record our FaceTime conversations now. And then that's our content. Welcome to
You
another
know,
episode of Juju in August FaceTime Sesh.
I was, uh, I was thinking of doing like a TikTok live, right, to like promote the podcast.
hmm
So like, I think you don't even need a lot of followers to go live. So like, I go live on my own, right, and then you go live on that
hmm
one, and then we just like try to hopefully not
Oh,
get like haters, and then like promote the podcast in
yeah.
some way.
But I don't know what I would talk about in a live. That's a lot of talking. That's a lot of empty space to fill in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, you just wing it. Or we can do a binder giveaway, right? Because we both have binders that we want to give away. And we could
That's
do a
true.
live to give it away. And that could fill the
hmm
awkwardness. Welcome to Two Guys Unfiltered, a podcast where trans people share their coming out stories, the funny ones, the hard ones, and everything in between. I'm Juju.
And I'm August. So whether you're trans, questioning, or just here to learn, we're glad you're here. Our guest today is Chloe. She talked about her transition story and struggles with complete self acceptance. So we want to know from you guys, how did you struggle with your identity, trans or not? How did you overcome the battle of comparing yourself to others? Leave your answers in the comments so we can have a little discussion about it. Now let's get into it. All right, Chloe, if you can you give us a little introduction of who you are?
Hello. Hi, my name is Chloe Diana Ramos. I'm 24 years old. I live in El Paso, Texas. And um, I don't know, I'm kind of shy. This is my first time doing a podcast. I don't know what to do. I'm demented.
What kind of hobbies do you have? What do you do on your free time?
It's kind of funny. On my free time, usually I'll just sleep lately. That's all I'll do. But that's just because I'm working all the time. But um, usually I'll just spend time with my boyfriend. We have a cat, so we'll just like take her walking. We actually took her on a hike for the first time last weekend. We all went hiking for the first time. Ah, that was so much fun.
Wait, that's
Um,
so cute.
thank you. She just turned 1 years old. She's like this little calico cat. My computer turned. That is so transphobic. I am so sorry. Anyhow, besides the point. So she turned 1 year old, and we took her hiking. And usually that's just what, like, I guess the both of us will do in our free time. Like we'll just spend time, get high, go hiking. That's about it.
You gotta send us a picture so we can put your cat on the screen on its hike.
Oh my god, yes, I have to show you guys so many pictures.
Love it. I have 3 cats, so I'm a pet person.
Oh,
Definitely more a dog person.
it's like it's weird though. He wants a monkey. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
That's a
That's
lot of
scary.
work to take care of a monkey.
I'm letting him take care of that. I have my cat.
But I understand it
And a
though, because at one
monkey.
point I always said I wanted a pet monkey too.
Right,
I
right.
mean, it's a good
I mean, he
idea
just
until you like there was that woman whose like monkey ripped her face off or something.
But that was like a
So I don't know.
chimpanzee. In my head, monkey, I'm
It
thinking
could
like a
happen.
little spider monkey. That
I'm
yeah.
thinking Curious George,
Mhm. Yeah.
like a little
That could
Curious
probably
George monkey.
rip somebody's face off. I don't know. It's
That's
all scary.
probably
I
why
don't
I
know.
wanted a monkey as a pet for so long.
And then if you want to give us a summary of your coming out story,
Which one? There's multiple coming out stories.
All of them. Whatever
whichever you
you're
want to
willing to
tell,
share.
all of them. Yeah.
Ooh, it's funny because I had a conversation about this with a friend the other day. Because okay, so I was hotboxing my car with a friend the other day, and he had asked me like how my coming out story was too. And he asked me, you know how every trans person always gets the question, oh, did you always know you were, the opposite gender or whatever? And the way I explained it to him is like, I've always known it was something, I just didn't know the name of it until I went, like, multiple fucking phases, and then it clicked, like, at some point. Um, because ever since I was a little kid, like, I was always, flamboyant, but I also, like, I guess, allowed parts of my masculinity to have, like, its moment so that I can just toggle with that, see how I feel. I mean, I always knew the answer, right? But I gave everything its little moment. So, like, in middle school, I had, like, came out as, a gay boy, and then, like, I was flamboyant, and then I became, like, masculine towards high school, and then, like, after high school, I was, like, non-binary, but I was expressing more, like, femininity, and I was wearing, like, more feminine clothing, I was wearing makeup, like, at the time, I identified, um at first, I identified as a gay man, and then I identified as a non-binary individual, and then, like, I guess somewhere around 2022, like, that's where it clicked for me, like, I'm beating around the bush. I'm a trans woman. Like, I already knew. Like, I already know. I already gave everything else a shot. Hypothesis after hypothesis. This is the conclusion. This is where we are. And then August 9th, 2022, I started my transition.
So how did people in your life react to your coming out?
The way my family kind of puts it now, it's like we knew. Like, they knew. They all knew. Um, n What was it? Like, a couple years ago, I had, an uncle of mine tell me that him and another uncle of mine both at some point placed bets as to, like, when I was going to come out, you know, and what I was gonna come out as. So I just thought that was funny. So my family was very, like, easy with it because they already knew before me, apparently. Which feels nice, because I'm not gonna lie, I am very blessed that my family has reacted the way they have. Ever since when I first came out and I was like, a gay kid, a gay little boy to now as a trans woman, like they took it so easy. Honestly, they took it very well. They didn't even bat an eye, honestly. Probably my great grandparents took it the most harshest because they adopted me and I've always grown up with them. I've always been with them, even till this day. So they just took it a little bit harder, which I understand. They're like older,
Mhm.
they're my parents technically. So for them it's one thing to be around it, and then it's one thing for it to be your own child, which I guess is a perspective I'm never gonna have. And that's perfectly fine. I've told them before, I don't expect you to get it overnight. I don't expect you to get it in the first couple of years. You know me as you've always known me. This is much of a change to you as it is for me, and I perfectly understand that, and I do not want to rush you whatsoever. Like, until you're ready to see me, as who I am now, you see me as your child. That's all I care about. That is all I
Mhm.
care about. And so my family's been very easy with it. To them, it was nothing new. My friends, especially my best friend, Arely, she's always had my back. Honestly, if I could describe like like what unconditional love would be, it would be her. We've been best friends since like 10 years, and we kind of started being best friends like ever since high school. And she knew me like, pre-transition. So she got to me the side of me where I was like, expressing all my masculinity, and I was so like masculine. Like I would, try to be like such a dude. I'd wear like suits and blazers. I'd present myself very well. I'd be well groomed. I'd have my facial hair like nice and tight. Like, not gonna lie, like I probably would have fucked myself, as a guy. Like I would have, like, holy shit, like that was probably gold standard for me as a guy, which explains the standards I have now, I'm not gonna lie. Um Anyhow, the point is, she knew me in that moment. And then going into my transition, like all she's ever shown is how much she loves me. You know, I don't care, anyone else in my life, family wise, relationship wise, intimately wise. There is no love like the type of love that my best friend has given me. because only she has loved me in every in every single stage that I've been. So I know when I came out to her, I just knew she was ready to like go forward with whatever, this journey was going to be and is going to be like. And even to this day, she has my back. We're both getting ready for so many things. The other day, I told her that I'm getting ready to like, set up, meetings and consultations with doctors, about my bottom surgery and seeing how that route's going to go and whatnot. And she's like, I'm not ready. Like, I am not ready. And it's funny because like it's I had never realized how much my transition does not just involve me whatsoever, because if you have the right people next to you, it involves them just as much as it is going to involve you. And I feel like I have been the one who's so selfish about it because I feel like I'm rushing into things and I'm not allowing the people who want to be there, alongside the entire thing, to catch up and to also, adapt to everything, especially her. And I know she's going to have my back regardless. She's not going anywhere. She's not allowed to. It's the law. She sold her soul already, so she doesn't have an option. Um, but when I came out, there was no doubt that she was gonna love me any differently. And I was right. And then the one thing though that uh so around the same time that I was like this masculine, person, this masculine side of me, I was also with my boyfriend at the time. We were high school sweethearts. We met right after freshman year, like it was right the summer after freshman year. And, we were high school sweethearts. We were together for 6 beautiful years. He knew me, as a gay man. He knew me as a non binary individual, and he loved me through it all. He loved me through it all, and I loved him through it all as well. Um, I first came out to him as a trans woman back in 2020. I was helping him learn how to drive, and we were in like this beat up little Mercedes that my cousin handed down to me, and I'm teaching him how to drive. And I look at him because I was just so happy because I had like came to the conclusion as to who I was back then. And again, this is 2020, so this was like 5 years ago. Like I had like just come to like this out of worldly like conclusion of like, oh my God, I am who I am. And I look at him and I'm like, babe, I'm a woman. The instant dropped in his face. I never, it broke my heart, but at the same time, I had kind of made my, I had kind of chosen what I wanted to make my priority at that point. And at that point, it was the love that I already knew with him rather than, the love I was starting to know for myself. And so I played it off. I was like, "Oh, I was just kidding. Ha ha ha." And then 2 years later, I got back into his face and I was like, "You know what? No, fuck you." Like I held myself back because because I chose that it was better to stay with you than, to live out something that only I understand. And when we kind of got into that conversation and I confronted him about that, which was of course my fault 1,000%, because I should have never, I should have I should have never chosen him over me at that point. I should have never done that. But the way he reacted, I wanted him. Like at that moment it was him, you know. And we tried to make it work. We did. like after I had officially came out to him, like again 2 years later in 2022, and I started my transition, he did the whole asked me to be his girlfriend thing, and we tried to make it work for like 2 weeks, and it did not. And I knew that if I really wanted this, he did not have to be in the picture. He was not gonna have to be in the picture if I wanted this.
I'm glad that you learned to, like, choose
Oh,
yourself and
yeah.
understand that your happiness always comes first, you know?
Yeah. I mean, apart from that, like, I knew sacrifices had to be made.
Right.
Like, I already knew what I was losing going into this, you know? No one who no one who understands this, you know, goes through this without losing anything.
Right.
We all did.
Doesn't make it easier, but yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, you don't go into it thinking like you're gonna keep everybody,
Yeah.
but yeah, that makes
And
sense.
that's okay. I mean, the one of the harshest truths about the community that we have is that you have to learn how to build your own family. I think this is probably, um, I think our community is one of the only communities that kind of teaches you how to build stability and how to build, love and boundaries and strength. Because if you don't, you just don't you don't survive if you don't. Eh, and it's something that I had to come to a conclusion to.
Yeah, and I think that's what helps make our relationship with those who really see us even stronger too, because you're like, out of out of everything I could have done, like, you still accept me, you still see me as who I am. I don't have to explain anything to you. You just get it. Maybe not to its full extent, which is, I feel only another trans person would be able to do that. But you're at least trying to see my perspective and understanding of the world.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And was there anything about hormones that no one told you about, but definitely should have?
Trying to think. That's a good one. I guess I want to say time.
Mm.
When I first started my transition, I was like in La La Land. I was in Dreamland. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have tits and an ass. Oh fuck yeah. I was just mostly focused on like the end picture that I forgot that it's gonna take a long fucking time.
Mhm.
Um I knew it was gonna take time. I knew it was gonna be a commitment for the rest of my life. Um I just wish someone I just wish someone told me, if you're not the type of person who's patient, you're gonna fucking learn patience with this. And
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a fucking punch to the face.
That's the part I feel so bad about for trans femme people. Like, it takes so long for you guys to see, like,
I
results.
fucking no. Like okay, don't take this the wrong way, but
Go for it.
I fucking hate you guys. You know how easy men have it. And I know because I was one, god damn it. Like how to grow body, like how fast to grow body hair, like how fast, to like put on muscle or like to gain weight or how fast it was to like
Voice
I
drop.
don't know, just I mean not yeah,
For me
not
personally,
that, but
I'll say
like
that then. I'll say that myself personally.
it just kind of proves like how much easier like masculine presenting energies have it in like every single fucking role that
Mm.
I'm learning like now moving into womanhood. Like why the fuck do we have it hard in every aspect? Like cis
Literally
women
every
have it hard.
aspect.
Literally every aspect, like cis women have it hard, because, of, obviously puberty and then PMS and then,
Mhm.
emotional burdens and then societal burdens and then, emotional distress that for some reason we choose to keep fucking in instead of expressing it, but we use it as some sort of like strength to like keep womanhood like alive as if it was some fucking power power source of I don't know what the fuck. The point is, like movie, like even if I wanted to go back to being how I was pre-transition in a month, full blown, Kevin Ramos again. Give me 3 fucking years to look the exact same I do right now again. You know what I'm trying to mean? Like it just feels like it's like so much more. Like, for some reason, it feels like it's just like naturally harder for femininity for whatever fucking reason, and it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad because I feel like I'm waiting like a long time for everything.
That's valid.
And I feel like I'm working like 5 times as harder as I did as a man.
Yeah, I feel like being a woman, you have to be like, okay, I have to look this way. I have to look this way in order to be like a good woman or like a
It's
presentable
not
woman. And like
even
men can just roll out of bed and call it a day.
it's not even that. Like I could give a like it's not even about like the societal standards about women. I mean, fuck that. I mean, if it's about societal standards, I've broken every single one in on both sides. So that's not the issue. It's just like I don't know, like having to prove to yourself and then to apparently everything else around you, like it's just it's just so much more work to try to get like your point across for literally anything, and it pisses me off. It pisses me so off. I was not prepared for all the burdens that womanhood came with. And now I'm just like mad at everything and just stressed, and my hair is like thinning out and falling out. And I'm like, how the fuck do like women do this on a daily basis and still look good? I feel like I'm aging years every day. Ugh, I don't recommend it.
But girlhood is good.
Grow out of
I
shit.
love and miss girlhood.
I miss guyhood. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I
Say more,
do.
say more. What about it?
Like none of this, like these hurt. Okay, these fucking hurt.
That's why I got him
Like
off.
growing, they
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, no, these fucking hurt. And then why am I giving a fucking like deadline for everything? Like mentally, I'm giving everything a deadline. If it's not met, I'm fucking mad because only I set that expectation or that, deadline. And only I'm mad because I did that to myself. I didn't do that as a guy. As a guy, I didn't care when shit got done or how it got done. It just got done. That's all I cared about. As a woman, it's like now as a woman, I'm like, if it's not done by like this day at this certain time at this exact fucking second, I'm gonna kill myself.
I still do that to myself too. So I get that
Yeah,
part.
I was gonna say,
I'm
I
a
don't know if it's
perfectionist too.
like a
It's not just me.
person thing.
Yeah.
No,
It may
no.
just be because I'm autistic too, but I have no
Oh,
idea.
I definitely am
I
as well.
know
So
I know my screws are definitely loose. I'm pretty sure some of them have fallen already, but like goodness gracious, I cannot be this insane. I was not this
isn't
insane before
there
my transition.
isn't there a statistic that like not majority, but a lot of neurodivergent people are trans?
I think there's something like that.
Yeah, yeah, I see it. I believe it. I am a witness to it.
Same here.
What would you say are the biggest challenges you probably faced during your transition?
Not comparing myself. This maybe just be like a personal issue, and it's definitely a personal issue. I'm not saying that everyone's gonna go through this. If you start your transition, no, everyone reacts differently. For me, my biggest issue has been not comparing myself, especially to cisgendered women, especially just because and it may just be a traumatic response to previous relationships I've had, but I just don't feel like I'm enough. You know, as a person, as a child, as a daughter, as a sister, as a partner. Like I just don't feel like I'm enough. And this is something that started recently. Um like I'm just in my head a lot and I'm comparing myself to everyone and I'm constantly putting myself down. And this is just like me just being harsh on myself. This is me just trying to like figure my shit out and trying to realize my own worth. Cause I don't see myself the way people do. every time my boyfriend compliments me, I give him like the stanky face, like the fuck are you talking about? Like like you're just saying that because you're fucking me, you know? Like I don't believe compliments. I don't. I don't. Um, what's it called? I guess I don't appreciate myself as much as I should. No, I definitely do not appreciate myself as I do. And it just comes with that same like dysphoria that's like just like menacing with my head, because I'm comparing myself to everything that has that one thing I don't have, you know, and because of that, like everything else is just like not enough until it is, and I'm like just working so hard, to achieve so many unnecessary things to try to prove something that I don't have to prove, but I still am. And it's been exhausting. Even earlier today, like I was just in my head all day, like just comparing myself to every woman I saw, and it's just like, I can't stop, but that's just a me issue. That's just a me issue.
I 100% relate to that too because I think it's okay, so I'm 25, so we're, like, similar in age, but I think it's just the thing people do at, like, mid-20s because, like, we're not a kid anymore, like, we're not in school. We're, like, learning to be an adult on our own, so I feel like it's very easy for us to look at other people and be like, "Oh, what are they doing that I'm not? Why are they so successful? Why are they going on trips and I'm not?" So I feel like it's very easy for people our age to be doing that. 'Cause I get stuck in doing that too, like, whether it be, like, another trans dude or, like, a cis dude, like, I'm like, "Oh, shit, they have this much muscle, and I'm over here, like, scrawny as fuck, look like a 12-year-old boy. Like, I should be doing more." But then, like, it's so easy to focus on the negatives of what you're not doing and
And it
what you
is.
aren't, but I feel like it takes more effort to focus on the negatives too. Like we always
It
skip out
does.
on all the positive things that happen in our life because we for some reason we like focusing on the negative aspects.
Oh yeah, and it's just so exhausting too. Like, I follow this one creator on TikTok. Her name is Zaya. I'm pretty sure you guys know who Zaya is. Like, I look at her and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Like, I applaud her every single time because she's just magnificent. Like, she is gorgeous. Like, holy shit. Like she is probably everything that I've ever embodied myself to be, womanly, when I was a child. And then I see myself and then I see her and it's like, where the fuck are my tits, Like stupid things like that. And I don't think a lot of people in the community are really truthful with themselves about that,
Yeah.
because yes, it's important for us to empower our authenticity and how unique we all are and how beautiful and how personal our transitions are, and that's true and it's very important, but we can't like also push aside the negative feelings also because this is why they're building up and this is why we feel like the way that I feel because we're not expressing those things enough. We're not expressing the moments where, like, you know what, like, I do feel like shit. I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm not, good enough or presentable enough, and we start comparing ourselves because it's a very exhausting thing. It's
Hmm.
very exhausting. It's very draining. Like, I'm tired all the time. It's probably the reason why my hair is like falling off too because I'm just like constantly in my head. But I know it's something I have to feel to its entirety in order to understand like what's meant for me, for my transition and what this is supposed to be like. But for right now, I'm just stuck in my head and I think that's okay because at least now I know what the doubts are and what I have to work on to just get through, you know what I mean?
I love that perspective of thinking about it. Like you have to acknowledge all the negative thoughts in order to overcome them.
I mean, it's a necessity.
Mhm.
It's a necessity. I mean, how are you
Definitely.
gonna fix a problem that how are you gonna fix a problem if you don't know what the problem is?
Right. Mhm.
Breaking news!
On November 10th, 17 transgender United States Air Force and Space Force filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration for revoking the retirement funds that they earned. Transgender service members impacted by this recession are estimated to face up to a loss of $1 to $2 million owed for their service over the course of their lifetime. Ripping away the retirements we have earned is a betrayal of the sacrifices made by service members and our families, stated lead plaintiff, Master Sergeant Logan Ireland.
Some positive news this week. A crew of Welsh drag queens played a charity rugby match against the Cardiff Lions RFC and raised over $4,000 for Dreams and Witches, a charity for seriously ill children. This is definitely proving drag queens are so much more than society sees.
In more good news, after a group of parents submitted a letter raising deep concern that the youth basketball program is allowing transgender girls to play on its 3rd and 4th grade team in a 3-2 vote at a special meeting. If you want to read more into these stories, the links to the articles will be in the description below. And so on
I
the
yap
flip
a lot.
side,
I'm sorry.
you're good. We love yappers. On the flip side, what would you say has been the most affirming or joyful part of your transition?
Ironically, the exact opposite of what the fuck I just said. Because there are moments where I do feel good about myself. There are moments where, especially now, I feel like because I'm 3 years into my transition now,
Okay.
and I feel like I've reached a point where I feel confident, leaving my house without makeup, without having to dress up and, be all on top, like over the top on shit. Because I used to wear makeup as like some sort of defense mechanism or like a necessity. Like I have to wear makeup or I'm not passable,
Right.
or I can't pass enough. Now I can just like walk out. I still get hit on shit. I still get, I'll get fucked without my makeup, and that feels good to me, you know. And it'll be like little moments like that where like I see myself for what my transition is and for how far I've actually come. At the same time, like I'll notice like everything that has, changed and happened. And I'll celebrate that, whenever I do have that chance to. Because it's not all the time that I get to, feel good about myself. So whenever I do, it's like, okay, like I'll do my hair, I'll look nice, or I'll just like be like without makeup and just be comfortable and just feel yeah, like I'm one of those like pretty, cool cis girls who can wake up and just throw on like a little moisturizer and some gloss and, they're like I feel like that girl sometimes. And when I do, it's the best feeling ever. It
I
really
love that for
is.
you. Love it.
It's kind of like when dysphoria hits, it's really hard. And then on the flip side, then when like you get the small euphoric moments, it's like that all that dysphoria kind of like goes away, and you're like, okay,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It
like
outshines it.
it's like so,
yeah,
exactly. It's like some days you feel like shit, some days you feel good.
Mhm.
Everyone goes through that.
Right.
Everyone goes through that.
There's just a lot more to ours.
It is. It is. But that's just because like we have like you know, it's just harder on us because we have something broken that only we know is broken, or that to us feels like, is broken or doesn't make sense. So, of course, it's going to feel harder on us because we're working twice as hard to like trying to figure that shit out, and then make sense of it. And at the same time, like, understand that it's not meant to be what everyone else has, you know I think being trans, being intersex, being non-binary, being everything that is not either that's not like strictly just masculine, cis masculine or cis feminine. I think it's beautiful, and I think that in itself, it's something that shouldn't be, leaning to either end. It should just it's its own entity. We're our own spirit. We're our own, part. We're our own little part of the universe, just like everyone else. The only thing that makes that, in my opinion, I think the only thing that makes us a little bit more not superior, but I guess more conscience and like a neurodivergent or empathic level is the fact that we express not just both ends of this of masculine and femininity, but like everything that it's in between, and we're a perfect balance of all of that, and we provide that balance all throughout naturally, because I feel like that's what our overall like spiritual purpose is to have balance, or to bring that balance, or to just level everything out. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Am I making any
Yes.
sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. Yes.
With that, then, what would you say your relationship with masculinity and femininity has been, both like pre-transition, so before you realized you were trans, while transitioning, and then now?
My relationship with my transition is my own personal relationship. Sometimes I do refer to my pre-transition self as like a third person. So I'll talk to him as like, if he was like his own entity. I'll refer to him in the third person. I'll have conversations with him like in times of distress. So the way I see it, like at least for me personally, like I don't negate who who I was before. I don't negate how I was brought into this world. I don't negate who I guess you could say biologically I am. I'm not naive to that. I'm not turning the blind side to that. But the way that I turned that relationship is I guess you could say a friend to talk to, or someone else to talk to. Because another thing that I notice is that my thought process is also completely different. Has been completely different. And I guess that comes with like everything that comes with, being a man and then now being a woman. Like my thought process has to change, or had to change. But for me, like my masculinity is always going to be a part of me. And I know because I gave it its moment to be what it had to be, you know. So to me, he will always be precious. He will always be, a part of me that I will carry until forever, So that's, to me, he's my other half. That is my other half. So that he is not going anywhere.
We can't hear you, August.
We cannot hear you.
I forgot I was on mute. um, I like that perspective though, because I feel like a lot of people think that trans people want to discard who they were before, but I feel
Mhm.
like maybe more recently, I don't know, but if you're a trans person out there that wants to do that, that's completely fine. But I feel like me personally, like
Yes.
I see it the same way as well. Like I say that I was a girl before. Like, oh, when I was a girl, I was doing this, But I feel like people are scared to say that. Like, I don't want you to say, oh, when you were a girl, you did this. Like, right? There's, appropriate way of going about it.
Yes, obviously.
But like, I'm not gonna completely disregard everything I did for the first 20 years of my life. Like, that would be ridiculous. Like,
Exactly.
I like looking at pictures of myself back then. Now, before like beginning of my transition, I was like, oh, don't show me that. But like now, I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, I used to look like that. That's fucking wild. But
And
like,
go
It's a good comparison. I feel like that's what I use it for now, is like if my aunt sends me a picture of like, I don't know, like a little young picture of myself, and I used to be like, ew, why are you sending this to me? But now I'm like, oh cool, let me hide it from my photos, because like if I'm just going through, I don't want to see it. But like then I'll go back and I'll compare, and I'll be like, oh wow, like it's just, and videos too, which is
Oh,
really
yeah.
interesting.
Oh, yeah. Videos especially, but just because I
Yeah.
wanna listen to my voice. That is it.
my
That is
pre-transition
it.
voice is a jump scare. Like, why was it that high? Why?
I I can still do my pre-transition voice.
I kind of want to hear it if you can, if you want to share it.
He's- I'm kind of interested.
Okay. No, you guys are not. Okay. Anyways, so back to what I was referring to. Um,
That's
I
deep
I
as
like to go.
fuck.
No, yeah.
That's
Whenever I look back to pre-transition videos with me, I'll try to like mimic that same tonality of masculine voice that I used to have. And now like I'm forcing it. Like now it feels like so forceful to do it, but that's just because like I'm used to the voice training that I've done with my voice. So now I feel like I'm voice training back to like yeah, no, I'm not doing that. That's so weird.
yeah, it
Okay.
faded.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Thank you for being comfortable
The
doing that.
yeah, I have to do it for work. It's a long story, don't ask. The point is, um,
West
the point
Texas, I
is
get it.
like, thank you, thank you. Call center, legal. My dead name is still on my legal documents. I talk to old people. I'd rather not confuse them. They're not gonna get it. I know which battles to pick. I know how to play it. I'm not inconsiderate like that. Like I'm not gonna confuse nobody today. Anyhow, besides the point, I forgot what I was saying.
Juju,
I
how deep
completely
can you
forgot
go?
what I was saying.
How what?
How
Like
deep
if
can
you
I
really
go?
tried. Juju.
Me?
Like
Uh,
if you really
Oh,
I
tried.
I don't like. I don't know. This is just it. I don't
You
know.
don't mess with your voice just cuz
Never.
to see how low you can go?
Uh, like
No? Do it
pre-T,
right
like
now.
no,
Come
like
on.
pre-T, I was pre-T. It was like it was pretty like deep in general, but like, and then I like got on testosterone, and then 6 months hit, and then it was still like choppy and weird and puberty, and then I've just left it alone. I don't know. I mean, I'm just chilling. I don't know how.
Okay.
I've never tried to like. Go ahead, August.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Now I'm nervous. Now I get it. Oh, what did I do the other day? Oh, my wife's best friend got me saying this. Hey, brother. Hell yeah, brother. But it only lasts
Okay,
like 2 words. Don't ask me to say a
so
whole sentence.
I do that, right? I do that to my wife when someone says brother to me because I don't like it, or buddy, and I'll be like, "Okay, brother." But like that's it. But like it's like a quick second, and it to me it sounds as exact same. So like there's no different. But I can't talk
Yeah.
like that. Just let it
I
go.
don't have the patience
yeah,
for voice
no.
training.
No, no, neither do I. Neither do I. I mean, if I really want to fuck around with people, I'll do Kermit.
Do Kermit.
Okay, now you have to do that one too.
Oh, so pretty much,
Oh my god, that's
I don't know.
so good.
For it's kind of a hidden talent of mine, you know? I kind of dwelled into voice acting as a kid, so now it's very easy for me to just like flip flop back and forth. Ha ha ha.
Who else can say they had Kermit on their podcast? No one.
Right.
No one.
Trans Kermit. Trans
That has to be the
Kermit.
name of the episode.
I was
That
just
has to
thinking
be the
that
name of
Trans
the
Kermit
episode.
is the title of our episode now.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying. That was
That's
funny.
so
You
funny.
guys are so stupid. We're so stupid.
uh,
That was great. Wait, can you do anything else? Like any other names?
Okay, guess this one. Now I know that there's a fire in our nation, but it's not burning for me. It's burning for the American people. And I know that once I get home, Michelle,
oh.
she's gonna get it.
I love it. We love Obama. Bring him back.
We
We love
said it.
Obama.
Please. Please. Bring it back, Obama. Who else can I do? I can do, for some reason, I can do like the most
Random people.
British ass
Mm.
fucking lady you could ever it's like that one drunken aunt who's British. It's like it's tea in it, like shit like that. Like I don't know. I just do voice impersonations. I'm good at it. I don't know why. Out of all things I could be good at, that's the one thing I'm good at.
I was
That's
always
like the
jealous of people
greatest
that can do
talent.
accents because
Yeah.
I can't do that. That's such a fun party
Accents
trick.
accents are like the easiest thing well, to me they've
Speak for
been easy.
yourself.
Right.
Over there, Kermit,
I
Barack
guess it's I
Obama.
get I guess it's just like the level. I guess it's just the type of autistic I am, I guess.
It's time for bed.
Shut up, Alexa.
It's time for bed,
Turn
August.
off all devices.
I know. Bye, guys. I'll go to sleep now.
And it's funny because it's like 9 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're old.
I forgot where
We
you were
really
even
are.
at.
I've been going to bed between 8 and 9 these days.
Speak
Oh
for
my
your
god.
guys' self. I'm 30 years old. Thank you.
The time change really messed with me this
You
time
guys are
around.
old.
Not gonna lie.
I'm not old.
Okay.
I'm young.
Sorry, Juju.
No one's
When you
old
were
right
like,
now.
well, you're around my age, 25, 26, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh, I'm 30. That's sad.
But you're
I'm sad
not
that I'm
even
30.
that old. You swear like you're 40 or like you're
30 is
38
pretty
or
old
something.
to me.
30
No,
is
it's not.
young.
30 is old.
It's
It's
Hold
so
on.
you're
So
young.
barely starting your life,
It's
Juju.
30
young.
is old for me, but
Literally.
like if someone else is 30, that's not that old. But it's because, let's get on a
But
deeper
it is
level.
for you.
Yes, because I never envisioned myself 30. So like to be like,
Fair
oh
enough.
damn, I'm 30. Like it's like, whoa, it's
I
cool.
figure, yeah,
Yeah.
I really.
So there's a
And that
deeper
was me
reason
too. I
to
didn't
think.
think I was gonna make 21. So
I didn't
Yeah.
even think I was gonna live past 17, honestly.
There.
I don't
Fair.
know. You don't really think of the thought of yourself being older until you are,
mhm.
and it just catches you off guard.
But some people can picture themselves old. And I'm like, I never could. But again, I didn't think I was gonna make it to 21, so that's probably why.
Yeah, no. I'm giving everyone 30 more years, and that's it. I don't care what your age is.
Yeah.
Just 30
Like
more years.
80, I'm done. There's no need anymore.
Honestly, I think
Young.
I'd be good like right at 60. Like at 60, that's it. Like I'm good. I don't need more. I don't need more after that.
Okay. Back to
Where
the
were we?
questions. Right. Um, what's something about being a woman that you didn't understand before transitioning? I know we kind of talked about that a little bit. But is there anything
Oh,
else?
honestly, not really. I've always I've been very like 50-50 my entire life with both my femininity and masculinity, and I've given each thing its own chance to be its whatever thing it had to be. So I it's just so natural to me. Femininity is just one of those things that's so natural to me. I mean, I like to nurture. I feel so like nurturing. I feel like I naturally just want to care for things, and I want to uplift things. I want to like build things for some reason. I want to, just provide comfort. I just want to provide like this like this warm feeling. That's just what femininity comes off at me. It comes off to me. It just feels like healing. It just feels warm. It feels comforting. And it's nothing that I don't understand. I'm the one thing that I didn't know, I guess, or didn't have a perspective of being a woman was just like every burden and weight that you carry mentally because there's for some reason there's just like a million and one more things than than there is being masculine or a man, and it just feels heavier for some reason. Like to me it just feels heavier, and I'm just building myself up to carry all of that weight that comes with being a woman, like emotionally and I guess, I not spiritually, but like energetically or oracally, I guess you could say. But other than that, I mean, both feelings have been very familiar to me. I really can't say there's nothing new that I haven't witnessed.
And what is something you learned about loving yourself that you wish more people understood?
That it's okay to be tough on yourself. It really is. I I don't know how the fuck it does this, but every time you're harsh for yourself, it's like it gives you it's like it gives you a brief moment of being kind to yourself afterwards. And then somehow that just becomes the little like bit of strength that you needed. And I think confidence is very dependent on insecurity because it lets you know what you're feeling, and it lets you know what your mind is telling you. And what your mind is telling you is that it needs some sort of comfort, you know, to and after that it's just understanding what type of comfort that is. And once you figure that out, you know, you kind of just know how to manage through those negative feelings of insecurity, and just transform them into, something kind and something more loving towards yourself.
You're on mute
You're
again.
still on mute, August.
Sorry. What hopes do you have for the future, either for yourself or for the trans community?
New representation. We've been demonized too long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't think we've really gotten a chance to say a single fucking word in any of this. We hear this side, we hear that side, we hear this propaganda, we hear that propaganda. I don't think I've ever heard like a single trans person like get a fucking word in. And I guess the hope that I have for the future is for is I guess like for someone from our community to grab tight, and I mean like by the balls of that spotlight, and just be that like beacon of representation that we need. The hope that I expect for our community is that society, lets their guard down enough for at least just one trans person, whether it's a trans man or a trans female. They just have to let their guard. Society just has to let their guard down enough to let one of us get a fucking word in. That's the only thing that I really hope for our community, for someone to finally let us get a fucking word in. Cause it's exhausting. It's exhausting. This shit's exhausting. I'm tired of carrying the rest of this country's fucking burden, bro. It's no.
Same.
Yeah, I feel like in our political state, if you're a Republican, being trans is a hot topic, obviously, right? If you're a Democrat, you still have the same leanings that Republicans do. Like you don't have a different take, you're just being more polite about it.
Right.
So
It's
why
the
don't
same
we
wings to the same
right.
fucking bird.
Mhm. Why don't
But
we
you
let
were
the
saying,
trans person
August?
talk? Why don't we let the
Thank
trans
you.
person talk
Yes.
about what we should be doing about
That is
trans rights?
that
No
is
more,
what
"Oh,
that
well,
is
I
what I'm
have a trans
saying.
cousin, I have a trans sibling, so I can say my piece with it." No, you're not trans. You can't talk about the trans experience or what's fair to us. Goddamn.
And conservatives and the Republican Party, oh, trans people are bad, and they demonize us, and then fucking Democrats think we need some sort of fucking savior.
Right.
Mhm.
Just let us fucking talk. Like let us actually tell you what this shit is like.
Right.
Because none of you are remotely close on
Yeah.
both sides, and it pisses me off so much.
And how about for yourself? What goals and hopes do you have for yourself?
I just care about getting this vagina. I don't care about anything else.
Would you like to share more about that process?
I don't know. I can tell you everything that I've researched as far as like the different procedures, and how they turn it inside out. Cause like, okay, the most standard way that, or not the most standard way, but like the most standard procedure that a lot of people go for is like it's like a revision, um, what's it called? Vaginoplasty, which is where like where they remove, the tip of the penis, and then they use the scrotum and everything else, to kind of create that the neovaginal canal, and just kind of leave everything functioning and working. Like that's just like the standard procedure, inverse, I just said the word vaginoplasty, where again they use like the actual equipment that you currently have to create everything. Um, and then there's another procedure where they kind of like get skin grafts or, intestinal linings to create that neovaginal, but that one has more complications. Telling you the research is one thing, telling you what it's like to actually go through it, that's what I want to know too. I promise you,
Fair enough.
I am dying to know what that is like.
That process is so interesting. Bottom surgery in general is so interesting to me that we have like the
It
science to do that
is.
now.
It is. It really is.
I can't
And
I can't wait for the
and
day
why
where we
people
can
have a
just swap
problem with it?
parts. Like,
Thank
here's my
you. Yes,
tits. Let me have your bottom.
actually, I am open to, we can go right now if you're game. I don't care.
I don't got tits for you anymore, though. Sadly, they're gone already.
That
Threw those things away
Yeah,
in the medical bin.
if only I met you guys soon. If only I had met you
a
guys
year ago.
earlier.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I know you can donate your testicles apparently.
Huh?
Interesting.
Interesting.
So I might just do that too.
I also found out recently that to assigned female at birth, people can mix their eggs to one egg now through IVF. Like they're not like doing it, but they've successfully been able to make two eggs one, which I think is actually really fucking cool too.
I seen
Let's
that the
go,
other day.
lesbians. Fuck yeah.
Right.
Oh my goodness, the way I've became such a big fucking lesbian after starting my transition. Like I don't prefer men. I just really love the male anatomy. I just really love the male anatomy. But women, like after starting my transition, women.
Women. Say it with us, Juju. Women.
I'll say woman. I'll say woman because like my wife will get
Okay,
mad.
okay,
So I'll say
fine.
Woman.
woman.
Married man, be respectful.
You're also married.
Yes, but
Exactly.
she
Thank you.
understands women.
You know she doesn't understand.
Women.
She does. She be looking. I know she be looking. I catch her looking.
That's like my wife said
It's funny.
my wife said the other day, she's like, let's go to, because the Hooters here is always dead. She's like, let's go to Hooters. And I said, no. And then she was like, why? And I said, because the last time we went to Twin Peaks, which is like a Hooters. And I said, and you were just looking at everybody. And she's like, no, I wasn't. I was just looking around. And I said, okay. I was like, that's why we're never going to those places. Because I don't know. I'm just not, that's not me. At least like sitting with my wife or something. But like, she was just
Respect.
looking. And I'm like, I'm looking at her looking, and I'm like, you could just like not, or like look at your phone or something. And the food is
Right.
disgusting. Food
Yeah.
wasn't even good. And I was just mad that we paid a lot of money. But yeah, no. So I'll say woman. Stay with you.
I actually do respect that. And we don't talk about this a lot. It's very rare to find, a trans identifying person to stick to such, monogamous, values, which I personally also practice and identify more closely to myself. I mean, my boyfriend and I, we have an open relationship, but that's just because I'm the type of person that's very understanding and is the last person to judge you. So I'm allowing him to experiment whatever it is that he needs to experiment. Is it's very rare to actually find and to talk about, trans identifying people not involved in, relationships like polyamory,
Mhm.
and stuff like that, which there's nothing wrong with. Polyamory
Right.
relationships are beautiful.
Hmm.
And that type of dynamic, if you find a way to make it work, then fuck yes. Fuck yes. You know. But just like Juju, it's like
I'm too
I feel
jealous.
like me
I
too.
couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do polyamory.
Me fucking too.
Nah.
I'm
I
too
don't think
jealous,
I
but
could
I'm also
either.
too petty.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
too jealous.
Yeah, I'm too petty too.
No, the moment someone looks at her or like checks her out, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That's mine.
And it's funny because like my boyfriend and I we have an open dynamic because again I'm supportive and I'm allowing him to express whatever the fuck he has to. Um,
Brave of you.
I know. Thank you. But it's okay because like he's understanding a part of himself, and I shouldn't be one to deny that from him. So he's getting to know a part of himself that he's always felt so insecure with and so shameful for. So I'm not gonna take that away from him. Anymore. Thank you. I'm trying not
Also,
to. It's a new year.
side note, I love that you say any whore, not any who. I've caught
I
on
don't
to that.
know. I don't know how the fuck I got started saying that. It started happening in college. Afterwards, I just kind of trademarked it in my brain, and up until this day, I just say anymore.
I was dying at the okie dokie artichoke and then the
Oh
honey
yeah,
bunch of
I said
But there
oats,
was
and I was
more
like,
to it. Honey bunches of oats. Yeah, that was the first time I
yeah.
heard that one.
I don't know. I say a lot of weird shit. I end up just as surprised as people are at the time I say shit. Okay. I don't know.
I love it.
It's the tism.
It's a
This
tism.
which is why
Yeah.
this is why I smoke weed. I don't know.
Did you want to share your socials? If anybody listening wants to give you a follow.
Oh yeah. That's fine. I mean, at your own risk, of course. I'm mouthy as shit and demented for sure, and should probably be on some sort of I don't know. I don't know. The state should probably get a hold of me legally. I don't know. But at your
No.
own risk, go for
Don't
it.
let Texas do
Hope
that to
not.
you.
Yeah, hope
Mm,
not.
oh
Right.
God, no. Actually, never mind. The point is, I'm demented. Follow me at your own risk.
All right, so that's a wrap on today's episode of Two Guys Unfiltered. A huge thank you to Chloe for sharing her story. If today's episode resonated with you or reminded you of your own, we would love to hear from you. Click the link in the description to fill out the form if you're interested in being our next guest.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with someone who needs it. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye. Perfect.